Hey guys, earlier today you saw Nan predict the NFL playoffs into the Super Bowl was the Bengals and the 49ers, and she's got the Cincinnati Bengals winning the Super Bowl after being runners up last year. And tonight, it's my turn. I'm going to be speaking about my predictions for the NFL. Now, obviously, Nan doesn't watch too much NFL, but she's got a great Super Bowl matchup and a very possible matchup as well. And the thing about NFL is there's always upsets. There's just always an upset, and it's wonderful to watch. It's a great sport. If you guys don't watch NFL, get behind it over there. American football, gridiron, whatever you want to call it, is good fun. And some of the plays and some of the smashing hits some of these players come up with defensively is absolutely brilliant. But let's talk about it. So in the AFC, the Jacksonville Jaguars, who have come storming home to win their division against in the AFC South against the Tennessee Titans, going up against the Los Angeles Chargers, who secured a spot in the playoffs and lost to the Denver Broncos today in a very tight encounter. This being filmed is on the Monday. But the Jacksonville Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence is absolutely the real deal, and so is Justin Herbert. So this is really tough. Both of these quarterbacks. Trevor Lawrence is a lot younger as well, and I think the Chargers last season missing the playoff spot, getting there this year, they obviously missed it with the Raiders game. But I'm going to go with the Chargers here. I love what Jacksonville have done, and they've done a great job to secure the AFC South spot. But I think the Los Angeles Chargers at the moment, for me, are the entire dark horse of the NFL if there was a team outside of that top five. When I say top five, I mean your Bengals, your Bills, your 49ers, your Chiefs and Eagles. But I'm going to go with the Chargers there. I think Justin Herbert is going to get it done, and the Chargers are going to find themselves in the divisional round. Next up, you've got the Cincinnati Bengals, last year's runners-up against the Baltimore Ravens. And the Baltimore Ravens started the season pretty well, but they've really come into a slump, and they've had a lot of injury. Now they've got Dobbins back. They've had Dobbins back for about 3 weeks, I think. Lamar Jackson's been out for 3 or 4 weeks, and hopefully he's expected to be back to make this a contest. The Ravens dropped to 6th seed. I'm going to go with the Cincinnati Bengals here. I think that the Bengals will be back in the divisional round. They've played some fantastic quality football. So I'm going to go with the Bengals. I think Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Joe Mixon, Tyler Higbee. There's some great names among that squad. I am looking forward to this next one because I think that it could be closer than people think. It is probably expected to be a blowout. I don't think it will be a blowout, but all in all, I think the Bills will win. The Bills having this kind of fairy tale story that they're riding at the moment. They've been expected to be, I guess, the Roosters of the NRL. It kind of compares me to. Everyone tips them every year, and they seem to fall quite just short a couple of weeks beforehand or a week beforehand. But it feels like a different season for the Bills. They've had a great record. Josh Allen's maturing more and more as a quarterback as well. Stephon Diggs has had a great season. Cox, I forget his first name, has had a pretty good season as well. And I think the Bills are going to defeat the Dolphins, who found themselves in the playoffs by beating the New York Jets, who had a good season regardless, the New York Jets as well. Everyone's been a pretty good season of NFL in the regular season. But moving in, there's the AFC picks there. Moving into the NFC, and we have the Buccaneers taking on the Cowboys. Now, Tom Brady and the Bucs, they've always got something up their sleeve. They have a great record against the Cowboys. It is a home game for the Buccaneers as well over there in the NFC South. The Cowboys have been a really hard team to get a read on. This game is a bit of a flip of a coin. The Buccaneers haven't been great on offense. They've been okay on defense, whereas I think the Cowboys have been slightly better. But my God, you just can't discount Tom Brady in some of those plays, especially that game against the Arizona Cardinals, I think it was a few weeks ago. just came out of nothing, man. So look, at home, I'm going to go with Tampa here in a bit of an upset. I think Tampa will advance to the divisional round. Tom Brady just always has something up his sleeve, even though I think the Cowboys have had a pretty good season for the most part. Next up, you've got Minnesota Vikings, who are okay in third seed against the Giants, the surprise of the year in sixth seed. And look, the Giants, Daniel Jones doing a great job at the Giants at the moment. And this game is at Minnesota, which makes it tough for the Giants. But I am going to tip another upset here. I'm going to go the Giants, man. I think the Vikings, I reckon they're very tired from that game where they came back to win the greatest comeback in the NFL. They have not been the same team since. They have won games, but they have been unconvincing in victories. So I'm going to go with the Giants to advance against the Eagles in the divisional round at this current moment. But moving on to this game, you've got the San Francisco 49ers who, Christian McCaffrey and Brock Purdy are a fantastic duo at the moment, up against Geno Smith and the Seahawks. Tyler Lockett playing well for them as well. This is a rivalry match as well. But I can't go past the 49ers. I think the 49ers will win. They're in second seed for a reason, and they're riding some great momentum. What a matchup in the divisional round. A game that we all wanted to see last week, but the NFL made the right decision eventually in suspending that game between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. And look, two of these great teams all season. And the Bills, oh man, they probably could have won that game last week, arguably. But it's a bit of a coin flip. It really is. I'm going to go the Buffalo Bills. Something feels different about them this season. I think that the Bengals have been fantastic this season to secure that third seed in the AFC. Technically should be second or third. I have to check. But I am going to go the Bills to win that. Now you've got the Chargers, a bit of a surprise one against the Chiefs. They're well rested. I think the Chiefs win this purely because of their offense, which sets up, again, a Bills versus Chiefs first, second conference championship, which is so hard to pick. But we're going to move on to the next games first, although don't discount the Chargers there because the Chiefs defense has been really, really bad. And I'm a Chiefs fan myself, so I can tell you that firsthand. And then you got the Giants against the Eagles, and I'm going with the Giants 14 plus. No, I'm not. I'm going with the Eagles. They're well rested. They've had a fantastic season. Anything less than the championship will be a very disappointing result for the Eagles. If they bow out in this divisional round, I would be very, very shocked whoever they play, whether it be the Vikings or whether it be the Giants, who I'm tipping. But there you go. The Eagles are through. And the Eagles are going to play Tom Brady or Brock Purdy. Well, I'm going to go the 49ers and not necessarily Brock Purdy. I reckon they've got strike on the field. They've got a good running game as well. So I'm going to go the 49ers to defeat the Buccaneers. I think the 49ers will go in as big favorites, and I think it's deservedly so as well. So the 49ers, the Eagles, and then you've got the Chiefs and the Bills, the first and second seed from both of these making it. And I am going to tip Buffalo. It is Buffalo's time to beat Kansas City. It really is. They have done it in the regular season. They lost a fantastic divisional or conference championship last season last year, beginning of last year. But I think it's their time. I really do think the Bills are working towards this, and the defense of the Chiefs, I think they're going to learn the hard way that they're going to fall short once more. And it hurts as a Chiefs fan, but I think it's going to happen. And who do I think the Bills are going to play? Well, the Eagles have had a fantastic season, the great record of the NFL. The 49ers have been so, so impressive. I'm going to tip the Eagles. I'm going to tip the Eagles because I think Brock Purdy's as good as he is, I think there's a little bit of inexperience there against someone like Jalen Hurts. I think A.J. Brown's been great for the Eagles as well. It's just hard, great game, that one. But I'm going to tip the two best arguable teams of the NFL in the Philadelphia Eagles and the Buffalo Bills to battle it out in the Super Bowl. The Bills from the AFC, the Eagles from the NFC. And I'm going to tip the AFC Buffalo Bills, second seed, after everything they've been through. The last couple of years of everyone expecting them to win a Super Bowl and not doing it. Choking, falling short, whatever you want to call it. The adversity this season of playing with bloody snow. The adversity of last week. Obviously, the Damar Hamlin situation. And I think that the Bills are going to win it all this year. They are second favorite in betting. They were $3.50 at one point. They're now out to a great price of $5. Second pick there, probably the Eagles in the Super Bowl. But I think between the Bills and the Chiefs, one of those AFC teams could easily win this Super Bowl. But I'm going to tip Bills versus Eagles Super Bowl in 2023. Let me know your Super Bowl tips, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Nan's tipping the Bengals. I'm tipping the Bills. I'll see you guys later.